Hello, everybody, and welcome back into some Stranded Alien Dawn. There is a new patch out. I was reading over the notes. Not a ton of new stuff, just some more tweaking, basically, of how animal attacks and how things are crafted. So hopefully that will actually help us with our quality of life a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how it affects us. But we still have a lot of metal that we need and electronic parts. So yeah, so let's see what that does for us. Still need to up our defenses. And it looks like our batteries also need a lot of help. We're almost through winter now, which is great to see. Tina is still researching our laser pistols. I think we're going to take Jack and have him get some more of that debris. And we're going to send Vanessa out to this ore deposit. Alright, well, we got our electronic parts, which is great. He's also about to have a meltdown, so that is not awesome. Hopefully he gets back, gets his food, and doesn't have a meltdown. There was an update about our food. We're celebrating a new year, so that's great. Let's see, does it come into here? No. I'm not sure. Goes our power. Alright, we're repairing this one, so now we can move it. Why did I do it like that? Why didn't I bring it all the way down? Probably because I'm an idiot. Now do we have everything to make this? No. Got ore and stone, so that's great. Definitely things we need. New radiation source. Get all of our windows open up. That's another thing in the patch that said that it improved basically heat transfer from windows and vents and things like that. Hey, Vanessa's back. So with that, it says that there's I have to mess around with that to find out. Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess with it though and see if I can figure out how to get all that working. Let's jack up to moving stone, which is fine, I guess. Once he's done eating, we're going to have him go back out and do some more mining of the spaceship so that we can hopefully get more metal and or electronic parts. 95% of our research there. So the next step will be our railgun snipers, and then we'll get our printed components, and then printed meat. Okay, we got 60 of our scrap metal, which is great. Definitely something we need. Hey, welcome in. Glad you could catch a live stream. How's your playthrough going? I think you said you just picked up the game recently as well. They just put out a patch today as well, so it's hopefully gonna improve our quality of life a little bit. Jack, once you're done eating, go back out here and get more metal. Because metal and electronic parts are desperately needed. Yeah, when I saw people playing this game, I was kind of the same. Like, I watched videos forever on it. Well, I shouldn't say forever, for a couple days on it, and just was definitely excited to play it myself. And then once I got it, we'll just say I've sunk a few hours into it since this is our first playthrough on this this one here. But now that still over there, yeah. Now that I'm getting my base to a pretty good spot, I'm hoping that I'll be able to learn from my mistakes and make better the next time around. Actually going to move that one to right there. So hopefully pulling it back a little bit from that wall will give us a little bit of a buffer from any animals that are attacking us. So, alright, we're now going on to our improved railgun snipers, which will be great, because weapons are definitely a needed thing for us right now, because these animals that are coming and attacking us are insane. Yeah. It's frustrating when someone dies in your game, right? Because, yeah, like you said, you watch these videos, you're like, oh, I'll just do what they just did and whatever else, and then you realize, like, oh, no, I guess it's not that easy as just do this, do that. And, like, once that first animal attack comes in, if you're not ready for it, man, it's no joke. I don't know if you saw my last video, but we were streaming, and I had, like, 90-something of those little bugs that came in and attacked, and I was like, oh, they're bugs, they're fine. No, we were not fine. We almost lost Kana because of it. She, was definitely getting really low on health, which is not ideal. So yeah, so it's one of those things that's definitely, you got to find a balance. Like, I've noticed that I am farming probably way too many things right now, which, good and bad. Like, you obviously need a farm and you have to make sure you keep up on that kind of stuff, but at the same time, like, oh, hello. I may have overdone it a little bit, but, what can you do? Where did that one hit? Is that in my base? Man, these meteors are coming in hot and heavy. That is 100% true. And like, the other thing I like about this game that I've noticed from watching other people's playthroughs and playing my own now, no game's exactly the same. Everyone gets a different tech tree depending on what you find around the area and what you've got nearby. So, I mean, where I might get batteries and snipers really early on in the game, someone else may not get that for, you know, years and years and years in the game, which I think is great. You know, and I love that everybody has their own take on what a base should look like. Like, I had a guy yesterday that was telling me, like, my base is way too big. And yeah, probably so. But you know what? Like, that's how I want to play it. And, you know, the way you play it might be different, and it's not good or bad. It's just different. And, you know, as long as you keep your people alive and you have enough supplies for everyone, then it's not necessarily a bad thing. So I think it's awesome that everybody has their own take on how something should be ran and how, you know, what the best way to optimize things are. Obviously, my base is not optimized the greatest. I mean, look at these power lines I have running everywhere. It looks like, yeah, we'll just put a power line there. But, you know, that's half the fun, is figuring it out. This is our first playthrough. Hopefully the next playthrough goes better because of the mistakes I've made in this one. But I love that, you know, your tech tree is going to be different from my tech tree. It's going to be different from, you know, anybody else's tech tree. And I don't know, it's, to me, that's what makes this game exciting and fun. And I hope they put the time and effort into it, that they will continue to get more and more out of this game, because I think it is a good game. And I think with the notoriety they got from it from very early on, I think they've got a potential to make this a really, really good game. Oh, we got some sort of a gun, which is great, but I need the metal. Yeah, obviously my farms are definitely much larger than I needed it to be. You know, with never playing it before, I was like, I don't know how big I need to make things. So I probably went overboard with how my my farm and everything is, but you know, again, that's what kind of makes it fun. Like, figuring it out, being like, oh, I got too much food and I'm spending too much time farming. Then I know next time, okay, my farms don't need to be as big. Like, Rita literally spends her entire spring, summer, and fall planting and harvesting because my farms are so large and so spread out. I did notice too that in the patch it said something about them making them want to eat fresh food over rotting food more, which I think is a great update. Okay, when Vanessa wakes up, I think we'll send her out to go do that. Right now, I'm finding out that my electronics just are not able to keep up with what I need. But once we get this 3D printing stuff figured out, then we'll be able to take care of that a little bit more. Okay, what was that? It was like a security signal? Alien teaching machine. That might be interesting. supercomputer security signal. Here we go. Send somebody out to that and see what's going on out there. Really love it if someone started making some batteries, or not batteries, but electronic parts. That's what we focused on the last episode, was getting this little area up and running. What's it take to make a wind turbine? Electronic parts, of course. So I'm not going to be able to make any more of those anytime soon. I also noticed that they will climb up to the top of these on ladders. Yeah, it takes a little while for them to do that, but it also does not provide a ramp to animals to get up there and attack these turrets as easily, so they have to like attack the ground around it first. So that's why I've started making these without ramps now. Yeah, I always try to go big, and then it's like, oh, you know, I'm doing just fine, and then I realize that no, like, I've gone way too big for what I'm trying to do, so... I was playing earlier, and Jack and Vanessa ended up getting in love, and then someone told me that Vanessa's actual husband in the game is Grayson, and we were saying how awesome it would be if Grayson just showed up and was like, "Oh yeah, you're sleeping with my wife," and just make this whole like side story going on. The old sheet metal seal was attack Armory Bay. All right, well, let's hope for a survivor. I was hoping we were getting a new survivor. Mine this ore in the morning. Any more ore around? Need all the ore we can get. Yeah, Jack and Vanessa are now happy when they sleep next to each other, which is great. Definitely want to make sure we stay on top of that. Oh, I don't think I've seen someone break up. I have had them try to get married several times, and then just the wedding never happens. I'm hoping that's maybe a glitch in the game that they fix. Not that I mean, I don't know what the difference between them being in love and then actually being married, if that changes anything, but I'd be interested to see, that's for sure. Alright, we're halfway through our research of the improved railgun sniper. Jack's bringing that ore back. And that's another thing I noticed in the update that they just put out. They said something about animals will attack with other animals now. So, like, you'll get those little bug things with, you know, with the scorpion-looking things, or, you know, the flying guys will come with other friends, and so I think that's kind of cool that they'll attack in groups, so that, you know, you can't just focus on, okay, this does well for the little bugs, so we can just focus on that. I think that's a cool idea. But they also said something about like possibly having exploding bugs. What are those little annoying little bug things are? So that's a little terrifying if they come into your base and start exploding everywhere. Jack's about to have a meltdown. Where's he at? Alright, he's coming in for food. Once he gets that food, I think he'll be okay. Yeah, I agree. And it might even just be a scheduling issue for me. Like maybe if I scheduled them differently, they would actually get married. But I haven't, messed around with that much just because it's like, I mean, yeah, it'd be great for them to get married and, whatever else. But at the same time, I got bigger fish to fry. Like, oh, I don't know, maybe surviving. Now, if there's a huge upgrade for them to get married and that's, a nice perk, then yeah, okay, I'll focus more on that and make sure it gets done and whatever else. But if it really doesn't add anything to my colony, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. Jack's still repairing things. Anna's still crafting for us. Once I get this printer done, I would like to build an actual craft room and have all my storage for crafting in the same room as where the crafting's happening at. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely messed around with their schedule a little bit. I don't mind this here, but I would like more work time just because there's still a lot that needs to get done, basically, is what I'm getting at. Which is partly my fault that I give them so many tasks to do. Make sure that everything gets done, but at the same time, it's like, it needs to get done. Kinda, now why do you start working on a project over here that needs to get done, and then you start working on another pipe? Like, I don't care about pipes right now. Jack just took the part that they're working with. Seems like he's been repairing this one forever. We got enough metal now. We just now need them to get these electronic parts done. Can we ferment berries? Nope. I haven't researched wine yet. What's Vanessa doing? Vanessa's just like, yeah, I don't need to sleep. It's no big deal. Oh, he's finally repairing this one. Oh, interesting. Fragile is like they keep having breakdowns, or like Fragile like every attack they basically died. Alright, so our turrets are basically up. Our traps are up. Oh, I say that now we'll have an immediate attack from animals, but that's fine. Oh, is she finally gonna go make these electronics? Heck yeah. I need 11 of them, but, you know. Nothing makes her happy. Oh, man. Yeah, that's, I mean, with meltdowns and that kind of stuff, that's what's hard, is because, like, there's literally nothing you can do besides, you know, try to build in more relaxed time or whatever else. Yeah, I'm thinking my next playthrough, I'm going to focus more on researching and more on observing and that kind of stuff, just so that... Ooh, a shooting star. I think the faster we get to some of this tech, the better off we'll be. And then once everything's researched, then I can focus them on, like, okay, let's now improve your combat. Let's now improve your cooking. Let's now improve your crafting. And I think in the long run, that's going to play out better for me. But I kind of want to play this one through just because I've started it, and I'm going to try to stick with it. Now, if for some reason they put out a patch that save games don't work anymore, or we just get to a point where we're not improving anything, then I'll abandon this one and start a new one. But yeah, so Vanessa was a person that got added to my colony later. I basically have her as my gopher. She's the one supplying everything. She's the one dealing with the stoves and all that kind of stuff. So she's a good gopher for me. Other than that, I really don't know what else I would use her for. Like, I haven't really looked at her traits that much. But I do like her being my gopher now. What else is she good at? Oh, she's good at researching and combat. But you know, she has so many other duties of being a gopher and everything else. I don't have her really researching anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have Katina being the gopher. I don't know, but okay. So now they're going to be doing the 3D printing of like our components, which will be huge if I can ever get that machine built, which this one's still not able to be built. Does it say what it's going to take to make this? Just that I need metal to make everything. Metal is going to be my downfall, I have a feeling. Jack, why don't you... Do I have any more ore anywhere? Oh, that's ore. Yeah, I think it's smart to have your cook and your farmer be the same person. Obviously, you know, you use the farming with the cooking. That's what I have Rita doing both of those things, but I also have Katina. She was my farmer and cook, but now I've switched her over to researching just because I want to get some of these researches done so that I can start printing electronic parts. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to have both of them be a cook and farmer at the same time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're pulling too much one from the other, but when Jack wakes up and after he's done eating, he's gonna go get some more ore for us. We're just going to need all the metal that we can get. Hey, he's going to go play the hand pan instead. All right, Jack, come up here and get this ore, buddy. Yeah, I had Jack basically become my constructor. His construction's up to 9 now. His crafting's 10, so I should probably put him back at crafting. What do I have his crafting at? It's at a 2, but I also have him doing a lot of other things. I'm going to turn that down, though. Where are these pests at? We can kind of pick a few of them off while they're out here away from the base. That would be great. I mean, they can eat all this wild food that they want. But 42 of these pests are not going to be great. Yeah, Jack's been my workhorse. He's been a beast for me, for sure. You know, which is good and bad. Alright, but he's about to have a meltdown. Starving, pain, dark, and drowsy. Well, go get some food then, buddy. I mean, it's good and bad, because it's good, because he literally does everything great, like, that he works on. But it's bad because if something were to happen to him, then I think my base might fall apart. Oh, now we have some aggressive animals. Okay, here we go. This is where the fun's going to start, I have a feeling. We got scissor hands, we got hatchlings, we got hungry pests. We got a little bit of everything over here. Luckily, they are attacking each other here. But it figures. I get all this kind of squared away, and now all these aggressive animals start coming in. Oh no. I hope your granddaughter's doing alright. Alright, here they come. Doing okay at the moment, but the big guys are starting to come in now. My flamethrowers are not really getting much of anything, unfortunately. That's alright, we're doing okay. Nobody's really getting hurt yet. One left. Hey, there we go. You don't care about rock at the moment. Yeah, weather change is never fun. What part of Kentucky are you in? Like Louisville area? You don't have to answer, by the way, if you don't want to. But yeah, I grew up in southern Indiana, and I always remember this time of year. Like, it's never fun to deal with colds and allergies and sinuses and all that kind of stuff. I still deal with it living up here in the north. Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed how well we did with that. I know exactly where that's at. Alright, so now we're going to have some more crafting done. I think Jack's going to do some crafting as well. Hopefully. That means we'll get some of these projects done and we'll get some electronics out. And the good thing is Kana is a 10 crafter for me, so that's awesome. If we can get her and Jack both crafting, I think we'd be able to knock out a lot of this stuff here. Really could use some more ore, but... Those little hungry guys didn't stick around too long either. Which I'm not complaining, because I have a feeling they would have wiped out a lot of my crops had they had the chance. I I do like this little like porch area that I built here. I think in future games or future builds, I'm going to make more of these where we can sit people out or put a little fire, maybe a table. I think that's kind of a cool little additive there. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like if it's going to be advantageous to make sure that they get married and you know all that good stuff. What's going on with Kana here? Did she get hit by lightning? Yep, sure did. And somebody help Kana out. Oh, she's gonna get up and go back to crafting. You were a trooper there, Kana. Could you imagine getting struck by lightning and getting up and be like, all right, back to work I go. But yeah, back to what I was saying. If getting married makes them happier because they're living with their wife or their husband or whatever the case may be, then I should put more emphasis on them getting married and whatever else. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe the next playthrough I try to look more into relationships. This one here, I literally just went on like, okay, this person's good at crafting, this person's good at farming, this person's good at cooking. I think if I kind of play the storyline a little bit more, maybe that will help. I don't know. Maybe that's just me reading too much into it. Don't worry, I'm bad with these names too. Like, I mean, it's great that they all have names and backstories and somewhat connected and everything. I think it's really awesome. But at the same time, like, yeah, unless I know you in real life, I'm really bad with names. More radiation out there. Good to know. I think I'm going to try to get Vanessa to do more research again, because her research is the best in the group. Oh, that'd be a fun twist. Like if they're brother and sister and they like just bicker the whole time. That'd be awesome. Just mom is yelling at the kids about everything. Okay, Kana, as much as I love you crafting pipes, really rather you craft some electronics. I'm just going to keep making her do electronics until we get those caught up, because That's most important right now, I think. I think we're going to send Jack out on another expedition. See what he can find out there. Yeah, I think some sort of, even like an animal husbandry kind of a thing would be cool too, where you can have like a pen of those euthans or something. I think that'd be a neat little addition to the game if they can come up with something like that. Again, I've got a lot of hope for this game. I think they are going to make it a good game, and I think we will get it to a point where it's going to be a lot better than even what it is now. I'm not saying that it's in a bad spot, because it's not. It's in a great spot. But I think that would be cool to have, you know, animals that you could make as pets, or, you know, raise for food, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I noticed another streamer that I was watching play this game, someone that you should definitely check out if you haven't. They go by the name of Solid Content. They put out some really good videos, so if you get a chance to check them out, you definitely should, unless you already have. Their base isn't far from water, and I didn't realize that there was, like, you know, ponds and lakes and that kind of stuff in the map. Like, I haven't explored too far out, but it'd be cool. You know, if you can go set up near a lake and get fresh water and use that for irrigation, or, you know, go fishing in it and things like that. Okay, we don't really care about any of this kind of stuff. I shouldn't have gone and done that expedition, I guess, but yeah, he makes really great content. That's actually the first person I saw play this game. And a lot of the people that follow me come from his streams. I'm pretty active in his community, so highly recommend checking him out if you get a chance and you want to look for somebody else that has some really great videos. He plays these types of games a lot, and he's really good at them, so... Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And, I mean, obviously this would be probably... I don't even know if this is even possible in a game like this, but it'd be cool if you could have it where they actually, you know, get married, mate, have kids, and your colony grows that way. I think that'd be a really neat addition to this game. Now, I don't know if that might be too ambitious for something like this, but it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, fishing traps would be awesome. I've used the meat lures a couple times, but not a ton to really see if they're really worthwhile. Alright, Connell, what do you need after this? You're hungry, pain, you're exhausted. She's going to sleep, so that's fine. Jack, what do you need? You're just in pain, okay. don't you go make some electronics for us? Yeah, could you imagine having a pen of those Euphons around, and then like the scissor hands come around and they try to take them out and kill them or whatever? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, we got an animal attack. Hey, buddy. Wolfen, don't come after me, buddy. I don't think it can see that one, so let's get Vanessa, draft you up, come up here. There we go. Nothing like getting shot in the butt. I'm gonna have her butcher some of these up because we've lost a lot of our meat because we don't butcher as much as we used to, so I'm gonna make her butcher some of these. Yeah, the laser gun's pretty awesome. I haven't used the missile launchers much. That streamer that I was telling you about, he uses that missile launcher to pretty good effect, so it makes me kind of want to make some. Alright, so we're up to 7 electronics now. Gonna let him go handle that fence and then hopefully get some food. Jack, how about you go get some food? Anna's still about to have a meltdown. What can we do? Pain, tired. Okay, so when she sleeps, she'll be alright. So let's actually help her out and give her some more sleep. Anna, you're getting an extra hour of sleep compared to everybody else. Oh, okay, so that's... Yeah, that was going to be a question. Like, so we were watching his playthrough. He was trying to figure out if you could damage your own walls and everything with that missile launcher. So from what you're saying, it sounds like you can end up hurting yourself because the missile launcher will actually take out your own walls and whatever else. So if that's the case, it's good to know. Speaking of guns, we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to do this one instead. Might as well research wine as well. And then we'll research the last item too. Ooh, a shotgun, huh? I don't think I've seen the shotgun yet. That'd be bad. You're sitting there shooting your shotgun, and all of a sudden you're destroying all your food that you need. Yeah, I took down the fence around my crops mainly just because it's like I've got the fortified fence now, so I'm not too worried about the other fence too much. Alright, now we have printed components. It's under production, probably. Or maybe it's all under that 3D printer. So, Jack, what you doing, buddy? We'll eat some meat soup. And we're 5 away from our electronics now. Spaceship junk. Printed by 3D printers. Okay, so that's good to know. Oh, great. Now we have a solar eclipse coming in, which probably means we'll have an animal attack coming, because that's what happened the last time, and it was not great. Alright, Jack's going to sleep at 1 o'clock, I guess. Alright, we are now 4 electronic parts away. Jack, nice to see that you woke up. It looks like we might finally get our electronic parts squared away. Even though I've had to tell them to do it, but it's alright. I love how it's like they're annoyed by this person. Alright, once those two are done eating, we're going to make our last two electronic components. I have a feeling Kana's probably going to have a meltdown before we get done with it. Meat printing is just seems crazy. Oh my gosh, we're one away from hitting what we need. Jack went back to sleep for some reason. Hopefully when he wakes up he'll build that machine though. What do we need to repair this? Can we just get that done, please? Okay, so looks like when Jack wakes up, we should have two of these repaired, have that built, and get these repaired. And then we can finally start working on our crafting room. Kana, what do you need? Unrelaxed, annoyed, and you're in pain. Why are you in pain? Because of that lightning strike? Yeah. Are we ever going to get that to go away? Alright, solar panels are almost done. Goes. Finally getting our 3D printer up and running. Alright, so what can we print? So we're definitely going to need electronics until 10. And we're going to need cores until 10. Power cells until 10. And then carbon until 100. Which just means we're going to need a lot. of ore. Yeah, we got meat printing now. Yeah, I mean, I could see why getting hit by lightning would not be fun. Now that I can print meat, I wonder if it makes sense to really cut back on my farming then. The 10 alloy and 10 silicon, which I have. So hopefully whenever Kana wakes up, she will take care of that for me. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if you can just print steaks? Like, for dinner tonight, I want steak. Oh yeah, let's just go take gasoline and turn it into a steak. Speaking of, I'll probably need more gas now because I'm doing all that. I'm at 100, so that's actually okay. Alright, we got winemaking. Tina is unarmed. Oh, sweet, there goes the printing. And it looks like it basically works on its own. So once you put the items in there, it probably just does it itself, which is incredible. All that means now is I am going to need all the ore we can get our hands on. Let's see. What do we want to go do? Spaceship junk. Yeah, I mean, they do make the Impossible Burgers and all that kind of stuff, so that is true. They definitely do make it, but yeah. I enjoy just regular old steak and bacon and all that kind of stuff. I don't need to do Impossible, I don't think. So what's a carbon vest need? nanotubes. We have 50 nanotubes at the moment. But I think carbon is definitely the way to go. Once we get a couple more of these up and running. What do we need to make carbon? Alloy and fuel, which we got more than enough fuel. I just wish I could somehow make more alloys. What other research do we need to do? Okay, we're about to research our last thing. For now, until we discover more items, but... yeah. The, animals won't want to come in through here, that's for sure. So you don't have a vest on, so we're gonna get that done when you wake up. Oh, here comes some aggressive animals. Look at all these things. This is what they were talking about, where multiple animals are going to attack together. Man, there's so many of these things. Okay, everybody, make sure you get a vest on. And a helmet. These things are about to get interesting around here. I kind of wish they would attack each other so that at least thin the herd a little bit. All right, here they come. Yeah, I definitely could put some traps down around the walls there. But overall, I don't think we did that bad. Vanessa's taking a little bit of a beating, but she's doing okay. They're gonna bleed out. Got one more left. All right. Well, we survived. Lost some turrets, but no real damage to our people to really speak of. So overall, I feel pretty good about that one. As long as these guys just stay away, we'll be okay. We've almost got all of our research done, which is great. So once our research is done, Katina can go back to helping do basically everything else. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we put some of those traps here and here. Just so if they pop up again, maybe even some over here on this side in case they pop up over there. I just love that he pops out of like Stands on the back porch there and just starts shooting the target. Yeah, and I mean, that's what we really need them to do, is just keep them away from the actual structure, from destroying that turret. Because, like, they were doing a good job. And they were shooting them and hitting them, but, you know, obviously once they busted through that wall and then could get to the actual turret itself, then kind of screwed at that point, but... Yeah, that's the other thing. It seems like every attack brings in more. So, you know, which makes sense. Like, you know, if you can handle that last attack, then let's bring in X amount more. And then the next one's going to be X amount more. So, yeah, so, like, I understand why they do it that way, but it's also, yeah, a little frustrating because it's like, I would just love to be able to get my base going to where I don't have to deal with all these things, but... I have a feeling I'm going to love these 3D printers. Can I get another one in here somewhere? The only drawback I see with these 3D printers are the fact that you need a ton of metal alloy, and I clearly don't have that. Yeah, Jack, that's smart. Drink a coffee right before we go into bed. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. Like, obviously, you know, you want to play these kind of games with a bit of a challenge. Like, otherwise you just play in sandbox mode and just design and build everything. So, no, I do love the challenge of it. And, like, obviously you have to then prioritize, okay, does this make sense over that? You know, whatever else. But there's sometimes it's like, can I just go build up a lot of defenses and a lot of things, have some fun designing a base, and not get destroyed every couple months? But it's fine. I mean, yes, I am complaining, but at the same time, I'm kind of tongue-in-cheek, because obviously that's the point of these games. Otherwise, I'd be playing The Sims. That was not me, luckily. That new? No. That's the other thing. I kind of wish when this meteor fell, it told you where it falls. Yeah, I mean, if 4 of my people starve to death, then I don't have any hope of continuing, because 4 is basically my entire colony at this point. Don't think I would be able to survive without all of these people helping me out. So yeah, no, like, that'd be pretty devastating if I had 4 of my people starve to death. I mean, and that's the other part too about it is like, yeah, like I do have a ton of farming going on, and I probably cook too much food and whatever else, and it rots all the time, and you know, even right there, it's rotting away. But at least I know my people aren't going to starve, so you know, that's one aspect of the game that I'm not worried about. You know, the one aspect of my game now that I'm worried about is making sure I have enough metal alloy for these printing machines that are printing up everything that I need and all that stuff. So, you know, there's obviously a lot that goes into these games, making sure you manage all your resources properly and everything. But I don't know, food is definitely one thing I'm not hurting for. Now, if I get to the point where they don't have all this farming for whatever reason, I go through a drought or whatever the case might be, then it might get hairy, but at least I can always print meat, right? This sounds so weird to say. But now we have all of our end-game stuff. I haven't done it yet, but from what other people that have jumped on the stream and told me, that once you start researching and building this stuff, that's where the game starts to end. So I'm kind of torn. Like, yeah, of course, I'd love to see the ending of the game and make sure, you know, we get there and see what all happens. But also, like, I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying my little colony that I built here. I'd like to see it play out for a little bit longer before I go through the end game, but... What other activities can I have Katina do now that she is done? So research we can turn off, basically, because we have no research now. Is she good? Crafting? No. I mean, 6 isn't bad. She's a cook. I'm gonna turn planting down. Have her help handle. Got more radiation. Really haven't explored those too much. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I mean, that's why I try not to micro them too much. I kind of let them do their own thing. Like, you know, I obviously set up their activities to, you know, where I want them to be. But other than, you know, when I was crafting those electronic parts because I needed them for, you know, making the 3D printer and all that kind of stuff, I try not to micro them too much just because, like, I got it set up to where survival's key, and then once survival's done, then we can, you know, focus on everything else. So she's got no physical skills at the moment, so hopefully we can get her doing those a little bit better. Got too close to my base. Oh good, he's out here mining. I just got an achievement, so I have a feeling we just printed our first batch of meat. Hey buddy. Maybe we don't do that next time. Oh good, we got a thunderstorm. Who's gonna get struck by lightning this time? Ooh. That was really close to all of our people. We've almost made it through another year. Well, another season, I should say. Because technically the year starts after winter. I also love that they say that these are comfy beds, but they are beds made out of stone. Like, I really should replace them, because, I mean, stone beds cannot be comfortable, but I just think it's funny that they're like, yeah, I have the most comfortable bed. It's literally a bed made of stone. Produce a ladder out of nowhere as well. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine just like waking up and being like, man, I cannot wait to get into my bed made of stone. What cannot be stored? 10 things of meat. Not go in here. Oh my gosh, I got so much grain in there. How about you get the rest of this, buddy? Carry it all over together. No one ever claimed Jack was the smartest person. Oh, that's going to be great. Okay, so grain is going to be made into... We're going to make another one of those. But I'm thinking I need to make another shelf with just grain. Maybe it goes right there. Only grain's gonna go on that one. So hopefully we'll get all the grain out of this one. Why would you want to come attack us? I get it, you're probably hungry, but... See, that didn't end up well for you. Ooh, a grain silo would be awesome. Especially as much grain as I'm putting out. I would love it if they had a grain silo on here. We're starting to get some of those put together. Do we have bugs inside our house? Wait, what's going on in here? Wait, what is this? Why are they inside my house? Do I not have a roof? Yeah, I've got a roof on everything. Colby, what's up? Welcome back, my friend. We now have a 3D printer. And apparently birds living inside my house somehow. But yeah, we got a 3D printer. We got 2 more on the way. Birds living in our house. Jack, what are you working on here? Where are you at? What are you constructing? Okay, how about instead of getting these traps, you come hunt these little buggers. So I really have no idea how they got into the house. Like using your sniper rifle inside the house there. Genius. You just gonna keep missing? How weird was that? Maybe it's because I'm printing this meat? That's why they were inside the house? So I really need this grain to get moved so we can move the meat into the freezer. And then I bet you those birds won't come inside anymore. But I don't know. Maybe they can open doors. I am totally confused on that. But also, Colby, I don't know if you saw or not, but all of my research has been completed. So we no longer have to worry about that. Okay, so that's what it's got to be. These birds must be coming in here because of that meat. Oh, maybe I got to shut these windows. Yes and no. Like, I mean, I definitely could start the end game if I really wanted to. I've got the research done now to where I could get it going. But part of me is kind of wanting to delay that a little bit just so I can kind of, I don't know, develop my base a little bit more. My defenses are nowhere near as good as we need them to be, as we saw when this last attack came in. We had an attack of bunch of different birds and whatever else come in not too long ago, so when that happened it got a little ugly. Or not birds, but they were scorpions. When the scorpions came in, there was a lot that happened with that, so part of me wants to kind of, you know, play it out a little bit more, see what happens, but I definitely will be getting there. Tell you, I mean, set yourself some hours aside, because once you start playing it, it is a some spaceship junk. I'll send somebody out and look at that. Once you start playing, it's a time suck. I mean, definitely want to set some time aside if you can, because it's fun. I'm loving it still. I do love this game. It's tons of fun. Still, you know, finding new stuff. I'm figuring out how to do everything, but it's one of those games. Me and my buddy at work always have this kind of thing going on in our conversations when we're talking about these kind of games, or like, you know, City Skylines or things like that. It's like, yeah, I mean, this game definitely has an end game to it. Like, you can definitely get to a point where you're like, okay, I need to get here so I can finish, you know, what's going on and whatever else. But when we're playing it, it's always like, okay, just one more thing. Okay, then when that's done, I'm going to go to bed. Okay, well, just one more thing, and then I'm going to go to bed. All right, well, one more thing after that, and then I'm going to go to bed. So it's just always, there's always one more thing that needs to get done, and it's like, it never actually seems to get done, because it's always just, oh, one more thing. Yes, I know, I need more power at night. Even though I know I'm not going to be able to make these anytime soon. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. And trust me, I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. Like, I'm loving the fact that I'm putting this time into it and everything else, but But yeah, so much like most of these kind of games, there's always something that needs to be done, always something that needs to be improved upon. So there's always that one more thing. I did get excited because I thought we were going to finally get to another survivor. We went and searched some sort of wreckage, and I was like, oh man. It said something about go search for survivors because there's a chance that there might be or something like that. And I was like, here we go. We're going to finally get some survivors. Nope. Turned out to be a whole lot of nothing. Man, why did all these guys come in and attacking all of a sudden? There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I mean, I definitely wish I had more time to put into some of these games because, I mean, I can see how someone can make a career out of playing these games if you get enough followers and all that kind of stuff. Because, like, playing this for 8 hours a day, I feel is definitely not enough. But, you know, that's the dream anyway, eventually down the road, right? Right now, I'm just kind of doing this for fun and getting to hang out with people like you guys. All right, now stop attacking my base, please. I would appreciate that very much. Oh, I appreciate you watching along and enjoying the videos. Some are better than others. Still trying to figure out audio situation and everything on a lot of these, but one day at a time, right? Jack, you just built yourself out of your base. I'm thinking sometime this weekend to kind of take a little bit of a break from this game because, I mean, I probably shouldn't just play this game nonstop all weekend long. I was thinking about maybe getting back into playing the Universe Sim that I was talking about yesterday. He's dead? They are dead. Oh my gosh. They're all dead, except for that one. Oh, great. 19 of them are coming this way. This is about to have a meltdown. He's probably tired, would be my guess. Burnt out, hungry, and drowsy, yeah. They sent her on a mission and then immediately was like, butcher all these animals that we just killed. Getting some more scavenged metal. So gotta love that. Vanessa, why don't you go ahead and go to bed so you don't melt down? I love that this meat's just laying around, and then these birds somehow just make it into our house to eat that meat. Hey, Katina just leveled up her physical. Probably because I keep making them do transports and salvaging and all that kind of stuff. I must have all these done. It looks like Vanessa's getting some beer so that she can relax a little bit. Jack's about to melt down. So I'm probably gonna butcher your name, but is it Kadena? Is that how you say it? I would love to know how these birds just fly into our house. Like, I understand why they're inside the house, because they're after this meat that I 3D printed, because that's a thing. But I have a roof, and all my windows are closed. So I'm out of ore now. Alright, I think the rest of these I'm going to cancel. So now that we have this poultry, can I actually cook something with it? Or does it just go in the meat stew? Okay, it goes. Looks like it goes in a meat stew, which is fine. Why can't I do? Oh, do I need root? I need that root. Really don't want to plant more stuff. I got plenty of food, so. That's why I didn't do it. I was wondering why I didn't put that battery all the way down. I was like, am I just an idiot, or... Yes. That'll take forever to build. Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of cool if like you could just fry up some chicken or, barbecue it somehow or something, but this thing's broken down already? Yeah, we can have one, Jack. Why not? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited for some Thanksgiving turkey and all that good stuff. I know there's a lot of people that are like, turkey's disgusting, but I love me some turkey. Rita's unarmed. Oh my gosh, ramen noodles and SpaghettiOs. I feel like I'm back in college. Music night. Everybody come enjoy. Like it was Jack's idea to have a music night, and he didn't really even come celebrate. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed. Yikes. Yeah, that's not ideal at all. Sorry to hear that. It's a good attitude to have. If I could butcher one of these Olphins for you and send it your way, I would. Or these pesky birds that keep showing up inside my house. So I don't know if you're into Star Wars or not, and if you're not, please tell me to be quiet because I can talk about this subject for a while. But I got to go to the Star Wars hotel down in Disney World, where it's like a very immersive, like it's basically like a cruise ship, but it's actually a hotel, but they make it seem like you're on a cruise ship for space. But anyway, what I'm getting at, they had creatures from the Star Wars world that were the quote-unquote food that you were eating. So some of the creatures that were more like like cow kind of creatures and things like that were the beef, and the food was all deconstructed to different ways and everything like that. So it was really cool how they did it, and it was very interesting. But yeah, it was just kind of funny that, so speaking of Olfen burgers, it reminded me of that, where it's like, they try to make it seem like you're eating a character from Star Wars or like one of the creatures from Star Wars. But, obviously it was actually beef. But yeah, it was kind of cool to be immersed into that world like that. And like they really thought out of the box and like really went that extra step to make it seem like you were on a spaceship taking a cruise through the galaxy. It was really cool. Let's see if Jack will finally build this other 3D printer. I mean, still we're running into the issue of needing the metal alloy. We need 168 metal alloy, which is a lot. I don't remember eating worms, but then again, it wasn't a Star Trek cruise, so maybe if they made a hotel like that, that's something they would do. But yeah, it was cool. Like, it was an interesting experience. It's very expensive to do. Luckily, I did not have to pay for it. That's a whole nother conversation, but it was cool. I would definitely go back and do it again if I had the opportunity. We're getting another 3D printer up and going. Still getting some good scavenging going, so that's great. How many birds do you have? Those got handled pretty easily. I was impressed how quick those went through there. I'm not sure what's a daegu. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but not sure what that is. Also, what kind of dog do you have? That'd be kind of cool, yeah, if you could have a... What's going on? Okay, well, that was taken care of pretty easily, so... We're sending Jack out on an expedition, see if he can find anything good for us. Oh, that's awesome. It's actually the girlfriend's dog, but we have a pit bull. She's the biggest baby you've ever seen. Normally she's down here when I'm playing games, especially since the girlfriend's out of town, but she also gets annoyed while I'm talking down here, so that's probably why she's not here tonight. I think she's upstairs asleep. We went for a nice long walk when I got home from work today, so... Scrap metal and a laser pistol. Alright, well. We definitely need the metal, so I can't complain too much about that, I guess. Oh, interesting. So do they burrow in whatever kind of habitat you have them in? Need to Google an image of one of these because I'm intrigued now. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, we got 100 scrap metal out of it, so not the best, but not the worst either. I had some friends that had a hedgehog, and so I went to their house one night, and they're like, "Oh, you can stay in their son's room because he was out of town or something for the night with some friends or something like that." But anyway, long story short, I found out the hard way that hedgehogs are nocturnal animals, and boy, did that thing love to run all night long. Yeah, when I was trying to sleep, that's all I heard was squeaky, 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 and it makes this little chirping noise as well. So, note to self, if anyone ever invites you to stay in a room and there's a hedgehog in there, I would just be like, you know what? I appreciate it, but I think I am good. Oh, looks like our other 3D printer is ready to be built as well. It just would be awesome if I could take this here and turn this into ore. I know it doesn't work that way, but it would be great if it did. That's one thing I do not have in my repertoire. I do not have a green thumb at all. People are always like, oh, here's a plant that is impossible to kill. Surely you can keep this thing alive. Nope, it will be dead within weeks. Don't know what it is. Other people in my family are really good at keeping plants and everything, but that is not one thing that I was gifted with. Oh, hello, friends. thing our turrets made short work of them. Man, that was a lot of them that just popped up out of nowhere. That's kind of the other thing about this game that is a little annoying. Like, it's not like the end of the world, so, you know, I'm not going to complain too much about it, but it'd be nice instead of like these bugs just popping up out of nowhere where they actually would come and, like, you know, migrate in and not just appear in your base. Wow, they really made short work of those bugs, which is great. All right, Jack, what can we do to make you happy? You're just in pain. It's gonna happen. Who was it? Are you the one that got struck by lightning? Yeah, but now you're in perfect shape. Okay, so that's good. Oh, we got another new battery in, too. Can't reach 3D printer. This one? I don't know which 3D printer it's saying it can't reach, but it's like they're all being used. All right, well, you know what? I think this is going to be a good spot to leave it in. We got our 3D printing going. We got other projects happening. We got new batteries put in so that those will charge up and hopefully help with our overnight power situation. We also have these generators going, which I've turned them off for the time being just because we don't really need them right now, but when nighttime attacks happen, that's when we'll need those. But yeah, I appreciate you guys following along, and I hope that you can come hang out in the next one. Not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. More likely, I probably will be. I have a kickball game tomorrow night, so it depends on that. If not, then probably be on Saturday instead. But yeah, we'll be back on here shortly, and I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I hope you're still enjoying this playthrough. If we kind of get to the point where it's like boring and whatever else, I can trigger the end game, or I can just quit and we can start a new playthrough, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm still enjoying this one. I still got a lot of work to do, obviously, but it's fun. So anyway, hope you guys have a good night, and I appreciate you following along.